Hello everyone, so today I'm going to react to Disastrous plastic surgery, and I'm gonna watch this video. Let's see. It's called When Plastic Surgery Goes Horribly Wrong.
Is booming as people spend their entire life savings not on property or investing wisely in business, but on much more valuable forms of wealth, such as a booty like Kim Kardashian's. And plastic surgery has been around for a while now, meaning it's mostly pretty safe, but not always. There's plenty of room for error in cosmetic surgery, from the guy who spent the cost of a small home on surgery to the woman with the 7th largest breast in the world. Here's the 20 worst cases of plastic surgery. Number 20. Justin Jedlisha. Slavic American Justin Jedlisha, often known as the human Ken doll, has...
I know this one. This even made an implant. He created an implant to look like a muscle because he was too lazy to go to the gym. Yeah, so he preferred to build his body in the plastic surgery office rather than going to the gym. So it's more easy to go to the gym and build muscles.
Gained worldwide recognition as a result of his extensive cosmetic surgery regimen. At the age of 17, Jedlisha started researching his first cosmetic treatment, rhinoplasty, which he completed a year later. Jedlisha was inspired by viewing lives of the rich and famous as a teenager, and he regarded body sculpting and cosmetic surgery as symbols of the affluent, glamorous lifestyles he wanted to mimic. Due to his parents' disapproval of cosmetic improvements, Jedlisha was compelled to wait until he was of legal age to make his own decisions. Exactly 4 days after reaching the age of 18, Jedlisha had his first cosmetic treatment, which was to restore his nose. Jedlisha has done roughly 190 cosmetic operations.
190, whoa.
According to his website. Rhinoplasty, chest implants, shoulder implants, bicep implants, triceps implants, brow shaving and lifts, cheek augmentations, subpectoral implants, glutoplasty, and lip augmentations are some of the procedures that have been performed. Jedlisha does not have any facial hair.
I mean, I understand making your lips bigger because lips don't grow. But like using implants for muscles, like why? Why would you do that? You can just go to the gym, bro.
Watched a television program about cosmetic surgery gone bad, featured him in the 6th and 7th seasons. The eldest of 4 siblings, Jedlisha was born in Poughkeepsie, New York, and raised there. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
This channel is funny.
Time for the
Nice sense of humor.
Părinții mei au știut din prima ce-și doresc. O casă frumoasă la pădure, o viață liniștită de familie.
Here's one woman who
Oh my God.
took things a little too far in her quest to resemble the perfect ideal of 21st century Instagram.
I think I'll have
Some
nightmares.
say she's amazing. Others think that she looks a little unsubtle, but hey, if it makes her happy, then why not? Apparently, the surgeon got a little creative and did way more than she even asked for, though. But she decided she liked her new look after all. Originally, she only wanted a few wrinkles removed, but the plastic surgery Picasso had other ideas. What do you think about this kind of surgery? Would you like to have a distinctive look like this? Remember to comment.
Actually, I think if you have a nose like that, you are prone to infections. Like this cartilage is very important. So it has a purpose not to be removed.
surgery. Would you like to have a distinctive look like this? Remember to comment down below with the hashtag #RareTopic and let us know your opinion in relation to what we just showed on screen. And now to the next topic.
I want to see if Michael Jackson is in this
a reality television
video.
star, model, and B-movie actress.
I think it should
Wilde
be.
is well known for her radical body alterations and breast perfection. The MTV documentary series True Life included Wilde, who gained considerable notoriety as a result of her appearance. Wilde has spent more than $250,000 on breast augmentation surgery, according to her own records. She was once a size A cup, but has subsequently graduated to a size LLL cup. Wilde has had a total of 12 operations in order to accomplish this. As of mid-2014, Wilde is planning for a procedure that will allow her to transition to a QQQ cup. She has chosen not to reveal the identity of the doctor who will be doing the operation in order to prevent them from being harassed. She has said that she would be heading to Brazil, a nation that is well known for medical tourism, in order to perform the surgical procedure.
I find those
boobs
boobs disgusting.
her belly in order to support her breast augmentations. She described the sensation as feeling like guitar strings. She also had to have internal bra surgery in order to support her breasts and ensure that her
I mean, I like big boobs. They are awesome, but this is just a deformity. Like, why would you like to have that? I don't want to talk about back pain, but how do you even live like that?
hold her breasts in. The only way for Wilde to sleep is to lay at a 30-degree angle, else she would feel as if she is being suffocated. Her breasts weigh a total of 42 pounds at their present size. During the botched reality series
42
on
pounds.
Network, Wilde's tale of her breast augmentations was aired. Wilde has had 36 cosmetic surgery procedures in order to become the adult Barbie like the extreme Barbie. As she puts it, she's had her buttocks expanded, her eyes widened, her nose
At least if she makes enough money from these boobs, from these immense boobs, then it's fine to have them at least a while.
and a slew of additional surgeries performed on her. Number 18, Jocelyn Wildenstein.
I know this
Jocelyn
woman.
Wildenstein is an American
She made plastic surgery to become a real cat. She has a feline look, if you look at her face, but can also have nightmares from this.
socialite who is most known for her extensive cosmetic surgery, which resulted in her unsettling look, her high-profile divorce from billionaire art dealer and businessman Alec Wildenstein in 1999, and her lavish lifestyle and subsequent bankruptcy filing. On September 7th, 1940, Jocelyn Dayanis da Silva Bezek.
Actually, plastic surgery can be very subtle and it can improve your life. Like when you're old, then you get a facelift. It can make you feel better, but it has to be subtle so people won't notice like we have something done. I think that's the thing. But when you exaggerate, then it's not fine. Probably these people also have some mental problems, and it's translated into doing all this stuff. I mean, you also need to have a lot of money to do that.
Sarah Parisat was born in Lausanne, Switzerland. Her father was a sports goods shop employee. Later, she resided in Paris with Sergio Gobi, an Italian-French director. She honed her skills as a hunter and pilot while she was there. At a shooting weekend at the Wildenstein African estate, Holjoji Parisat was introduced to Alec and Wildenstein of the affluent family of famous art dealers by Saudi weapons dealer Adnan Khashoggi. Parisette and Waldenstein married in their 30s, and they had 2 children together. The divorce of the Waldensteins in 1999 was acrimonious. Jocelyn came into her New York home's bedroom to find her husband and a 19-year-old Russian model, and he threatened her with
How am I
a
doing?
pistol.
I'm fine.
The Waldensteins
I'll
were imprisoned
play
as a consequence
Hearthstone a
of
bit
this.
later.
During the hearings, the presiding judge, Marilyn Diamond, received death threats in the mail. During her divorce, the court ordered that she not spend any of her alimony funds for cosmetic surgery. Waldenstein's face has undergone several cosmetic procedures. Her cat-like looks has earned her the moniker Catwoman, the Lion Queen, and the
Feline Queen,
Waldenstein
whoa.
from the media. She claims she hasn't had any cosmetic surgery and attributes her looks to her Swiss ancestry. Waldenstein has a reputation for living a lavish lifestyle. Her annual phone bill was reportedly $60,000, and her food and wine bills were $547,000, according to her calculations. Waldenstein was awarded $2.5 billion.
This is a metabolism. This
I got interrupted to the good part.
this is a
Let's see how much money.
In her divorce settlement.
Let's listen again.
Waldenstein was awarded $2.5 billion.
$2.5 billion. Okay. After the divorce, I guess.
For settlement. However, she declared bankruptcy in 2018. Number 17. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke was previously regarded as one of Hollywood's most attractive actors, but his career was cut short due to boxing injuries, cosmetic surgery, and high-profile confrontations. In movies, Mickey Rourke never...
Mickey Rourke doesn't look anything like his young self. I mean, he changed his nose several times and he just looks like somebody else.
Smiled. He only grinned with his lips closed since he'd lost several teeth as a youngster and was constantly playing gloomy roles. But it gave him something, a low-key swagger, a sly demeanor. With his co-stars and the camera, he would pucker his lips and flirt. Rourke's teeth changed shape and size nearly as much as the rest of them, as his career shifted back and forth in waves over the years. As he began boxing and shattered himself, his physique would expand and thicken. His face would swell and contract, stretching to its limits. Rourke is well known in politics for his divisive opinions. He was a staunch admirer of George W. Bush and a proponent of the Iraq War. He became one of the most outspoken supporters of Joe Biden's presidential candidacy in 2020, pushing for the Biden-Harris team against President Donald Trump, whom he referred to as a fat ass. Number 16.
Yeah, actually that woman looked attractive, but after the surgery she
More
didn't.
than $23,000 on cosmetic treatments in an attempt to imitate Michael Jackson, his hero. Leo Blanco, from Buenos Aires, makes a fortune as a Michael Jackson lookalike and has had over 11 plastic surgeries and various...
Actually, he does look like Michael Jackson. And with also with the makeup, the pale look, and black around the eyes.
Cosmetic treatments. As a youngster, Leo was infatuated with the artist and decided that he wanted to look like him. However, 11 cosmetic operations later, and the 22-year-old claims he is still unhappy with his appearance and is considering another procedure. Blanco acknowledged that he had put his body, soul, and all of his money on the line to become the finest Jackson lookalike in the world. He has undergone 4 procedures on his nose alone, as well as operations on his cheekbones, jaw, and chin since he was 15 years old. His brows have also been tattooed on. The mimic even named his
15 years old. That means parents allow that. I mean, he couldn't have money at 15 years old. So parents supported this crazy idea.
Neverland, a reference to Michael Jackson's own theme park. Blanco's passion does not sit well with everyone around him. His mother expressed concern that one of his procedures might cause him to die. Number 15.
Actually, mothers looked happy.
Even second.
Let's see who this is. Actually, mothers seemed okay. A bit delusional.
Number 15.
Number 15.
Even Siganovic.
Ivan Siganovic. I don't know this guy.
Ivan Siganovic, 45, is a celebrity stylist in Croatian reality television. He is also well known for his many cosmetic surgery procedures. This 45-year-old Eastern European reality TV personality recently disclosed that his most recent procedure left him with a constant erection. Ivan Siganovic went
Constant
to an
erection.
clinic to have his nose done because the prices were lower, and after his third nasal operation, he had to return home to Belgrade due to an emergency. His manhood was stuck on go signal. What is the explanation for this? He has a persistent erection as a result of an allergic response to the anesthetic. Priapism is the name of this dysfunction. It is a disorder whose consequences are potentially
Poor
serious,
little guy.
according to the French Association of Urology. This requires urgent management, the sequence of which must be well defined in order to avoid delays in management,
So, I want to answer to the chat. What sort of videos do I typically like? What do you mean, on YouTube or where? Or watch on stream? I watch funny videos like with animals or with people doing stupid things, or this plastic surgery that went wrong, or plastic surgery that went good. TikTok videos like a compilation of funny, unexpected ending. Yeah, probably that guy who was like Michael Jackson couldn't sing and dance. He just wanted to look like Michael Jackson and be like a clone. And probably has zero talent.
Complications and irreversible erectile dysfunction. Ivan Siganovic has not abandoned his...
So it's an irreversible erectile problem. Like, okay, you had plastic surgery and now you have an erectile problem. Good job.
Passion for surgery despite his persistent erection. He recently said that he just needs one more procedure to get his ideal figure and worldwide fame. Number 14, Raji Nareen Singh. Raji Nareen Singh is an American actress, LGBT activist, author, singer, and reality
she's
television
trans.
personality. She is best known for her role in the E! Entertainment docu-series Botched.
Yeah, I've seen her in other videos, and she went to a person's home and she got injected in her face like silicone or oil something, and made her face look like this, deformed. But she went to those two plastic surgery, those two plastic doctors that have a show like Botched, and she got fixed. I mean, sort of, like they did their best. I don't remember their name, like Dr. Let me search. Botched. Dr. Paul Nassif and Dubrov. Yeah, they fixed her.
her struggles to remove cement from her face, breasts, and hips after a fake doctor mismanaged her fillers. After her second appearance on the program, the majority of the concrete-like material was removed off her face. Dogla is a Trinidadian ethnic group. Her father is of Indo-Trinidadian descent, while her mother is of French Afro-Trinidadian and Polynesian descent. In the late 1990s, Nareen Singh came out as a transgender woman and started transitioning.
I am truly aware, and it takes nothing away. What I just said takes nothing away.
She went to O'Neill Ron Morris in 2005 for filler injections in her face, breasts, and hips in an attempt to feminize her look. Morris, also known as the Duchess, is a transgender woman who was well known in the Miami trans community for offering low-cost alternatives to professional cosmetic surgery. The fillers were a combination of concrete, tire sealant, mineral oil, and glue, which Nareen Singh mistook for silicone. For many months after the injection,
So it wasn't silicone, like silicone is more friendly to the skin, so it was cement with glue. Oh my god, I don't want to even think about it.
Previous to this, until her body started to react badly to the implants and her skin began to swell. Under Nareen
I'm in Gores Town, where more than 100,000 refugees have arrived in the space of less than a week.
Singh's skin, the fillers solidified, causing nodules to appear where the chemicals were injected. She spent the following several years without leaving her house, too humiliated to seek treatment. Number 13. Hung Myoku. When physicians
I know
refused
this
to give her any
woman.
more
She injected
silicone,
oil into her face by herself. And she looked like from a horror movie. I don't know if she still alive? I
cosmetic
wonder.
surgery junkie put cooking grease into her face.
Cooking grease?
A former model has been irreparably damaged as a result of the DIY beauty procedure. Hung turned to cooking oil after injecting an entire bottle of black market
cooking
silicone
oil.
in her face, which left her face extremely bloated and disfigured. Her situation was shown on Korean television, and people contributed thousands of pounds to help her have the operation she needed. Surgeons removed 60 grams of silicone, oil, and other foreign things from her face, and 200 grams from her neck during the first of 10 procedures. Hung, on the other hand, is still deformed, and she expressed her desire to regain her former appearance. Hung underwent her first operation when she was 28 years old, and then she traveled to Japan for further procedures. She grew enamored with the idea of having smoother, softer skin. After her face got substantially larger, doctors finally refused to do any further treatment on her. She did, however, manage to get a vial of silicone and a syringe for self-injection, but when that ran out, she had to turn to cooking oil. Her face had been transformed to the point that her own parents didn't recognize her, and the neighborhood youngsters dubbed her Standing Fan because of her huge face juxtaposed to her petite body. Number 12.
I feel pity for her.
Christina Ray. After 100 silicone injections, a lady yearning to appear like Jessica Rabbit has achieved the unfortunate honor of possessing the world's largest lips. Christina Ray, 22, was sure that her tiny lips made her seem unattractive, so she paid more than £4,000 to have them expanded in the form of her favorite cartoon character. Despite admitting to having an addiction, the nail technician intends to have her so-called trout pout made even more extreme. Each injection costs about £40 and is described as very painful.
She also has
But
horns.
Christina from St. Petersburg, Russia, remains undeterred. I believe I look beautiful, and that makes me happy, she remarked. Strangers sometimes call me names in the streets, such as big lips, but I don't mind. I want to take it to the next level. I want to resemble a cartoon character. It has become an addiction for me. I adore it. Christina claims she has always thought her lips were too tiny, comparing them to others around her. Number 11. Jordan James Park. A Kim Kardashian admirer who spent over $170,000 on surgery and rose to fame after a botched lip procedure left him with leaking fillers returned to E! Reality show Botched for the second time. The British lip king, Jordan James Park, 27, of Birmingham, went to the physicians on the surgical program to convince them to do liposuction and a fourth nose procedure on him. Doctors Pomsif and Barry DeBrow, who were overjoyed to see a familiar face return, were taken aback by his metamorphosis. Jordan, a Manchester-based esthetician and returned patient from 2015, was briefly reintroduced to the physicians who were quick to notice his obvious physical change since their previous meeting, but rejected him additional treatment. Jordan compensated for his lack of lip filler with other cosmetic operations, such as 4 nose jobs, upper eyelid surgery, a lift lip, a chin implant, and many rounds of liposuction. Despite Jordan's eagerness, Doctors Nassif and DeBrow refused to operate and recommended against any
He's so fucking
cosmetic
ugly.
procedures. Dr. DeBrow stated that further liposuction would lose
I mean,
his
he's
stomach,
not ugly.
creating a viscous cycle. Meanwhile, much
He
to
wasn't
Jordan's
ugly
dismay,
before, but
Dr.
now.
Nassif stated that in order to enhance his breathing, he would have to
With
widen
all
his
these
nose.
enhancements,
Number 10, Jackie
looks
Stallone.
ugly.
After having a heart attack, 91-year-old Jackie Stallone expressed her misgivings over cosmetic surgery. Jackie Stallone has spoken out about her misgivings with cosmetic surgery, claiming that
No,
botched
she's
treatments
91.
have left her appearing like a chip.
91, Jackie Stallone. And now it works. I had a delay in the stream, and usually it's like 5 seconds, which is fine. But now it was a lot, and it was not good, because I couldn't interact with you guys in real time.
Ends to stop. After a doctor cautioned her about the inherent dangers of too much cosmetic treatment, an Instagram model who spent more than 1,600 pounds on filler claimed she would never listen to doctors. Anastasia Pokreshchik, 32, from Kiev, Ukraine, has been giving her own face injections for the last 2 years and says she resembled a hamster before her radical cheek filler. She claims she is satisfied with her appearance and called herself
Yeah, she's satisfied, I remember.
We'll ever see on
Interview.
This Morning with Dr. Stephen Harris, who heads the Harris Clinic in the Crouch End, North London. She disregarded Dr. Harris's warning that extensive filler might cause medical and psychological damage, maintaining that she is more happy with her looks now than she was before the procedure. She added, "I understand that this is extraordinary. However, it is natural and healthy for me, and I am content with my appearance. I will never listen to physicians. I am extremely..."
Look at those
Then,
cheeks,
looking
whoa.
back at my photos from 2 years ago, I believe I was rather unattractive. Number 8. Surgery transformed my face into an Instagram filter. A 24-year-old guy paid over £30,000 for cosmetic surgery to change his face to look like an Instagram filter, while millennials have been changing their looks with augmented fillers.
I'd say he has a nice
Let's an
skin
extremely
texture.
known for his refined skin texture to meet unachievable beauty standards with cosmetic operations, Levi Jed Murphy took his personal makeover to a whole new level. Murph improved his face symmetry to seem faultless and physically beautiful to his lover after recently moving from London to Norway.
Actually, I
His
don't consider
operation,
this
on the other hand,
is
turned
that
him
bad.
into a troll target because to his eerie similarity to the famous character Mask from The Purge. Murph can be seen going under the knife to get the attractive Instagram selfie appearance, with amazing accuracy for his face in his latest video and images that he released on Instagram. Murph had a chiseled jawline, Botox brow lift, numerous hyaluronic fillers for temple lifts, and cheek contouring, among other surgeries. He also had sophisticated rhinoplasty, teeth straightening, and facial fat reduction for a thinner appearance. He ended up spending tens of thousands of pounds on dangerous, life-altering cosmetic surgery. The Manchester native, who had his first lip filler injection at the age of
But something he didn't fix, his ears, his ears are like this. He should have fixed his ears also, with those thousands of pounds.
19 is now being mocked on social media for his appearance. Number 7. A Caucasian man has spent over
I know this guy, I hate
75,000
him.
pounds on
Whoa.
surgeries to look like his Korean boy band idol. A British guy spent more than $75,000 on a cosmetic surgery to resemble his Korean boy band.
Yeah, he looks nothing like that Korean boy. He looks like an auntie.
Hero. When lead singer Jimin debuted on the scene in 2013, Ollie, who resides in London, fell in love with him and has spent the previous 5 years modeling himself after him.
Actually, he didn't fall in love with no one. He just wanted to be famous, and he just found Jimin and said like, oh, I want to look like him. But he didn't want to look like him, he just wants to be famous for like no real reason. Just to get in the spotlight and do some plastic surgery.
In order to achieve his idol's doll-like image, he has had nose surgery, jawline surgery, and even a silicone chin implant.
Like if he really wanted to look like that Korean boy, he would have had the Asian eyes surgery, and he didn't have this surgery.
Ali, 28, was living in Korea in 2013. He first encountered BTS, a Korean boy band, and was amazed by all of them. Ali's
It's
case
only
of
bullshit.
metamorphosis started immediately after finding the boy band in South Korea when he received his first nose job. I love that type of perfect image. They all look like dolls, he added. They all seem to be perfect, and I cry every time I watch their movies because they are so beautiful. Ollie has undergone a number of surgeries since then to obtain his ideal appearance, and he has plans for more, including modifying the curve of his eyes. I've had 4 rhinoplasties and a blepharoplasty, which was treatment on my eyelids, he revealed. What I did in Korea was simply use the surplus skin to make my eyes somewhat larger. I also underwent a mandibular angle reduction, which is a kind of jawline surgery. They shaved the bones down and made incisions inside my mouth to give it more rigidity. Number 6. Brian Ray. Brian Ray, 31, of Los Angeles, has devoted his life to looking like Britney Spears, his hero, so much so that in his effort to appear like her, he's spent over $80,000 on over 90 surgeries and therapies. His buddies now refer to him as Britney. Veneers, frequent Botox treatments, fat injections in his cheeks, laser hair removal, lip fillers, and a nose job are among the cosmetic operations.
He looks like he could play in a horror movie.
Routine aimed to make him seem externally youthful, albeit maybe not quite like Britney. When he was 17, he became obsessed with the pop princess, Ray told reporters. She was just the biggest star in the world, and I just gravitated toward her so much. Alluding to her career peak in 2003, when she had her single Toxic and her iconic lip lock with Madonna at the MTV Music Awards. It was also the time where she was exploring her own sexuality, and she was getting some flack for it, but she was doing her own thing, and I really looked up to that. According to news reports, Ryan met her for the first time at an outdoor flea market in Hawaii of all places. Behind me, he added, I heard a very small, very soft spoken voice with a southern accent. I've never been more terrified in my life. I was about to meet my greatest hero and inspiration, who was utterly unglammed, without makeup, extremely genuine and very stunning. She was the kindest person I'd ever met. Number 5. Pixie Fox.
Pixie Fox. I know Pixie Fox. I've seen her in other videos, and she even removed 6 of her ribs. Like those ribs have a purpose, like to protect the organs, and if you get hit by accident, then you can die if you don't have ribs. Pixie's kind of crazy.
Removed would not stop. Pixie Fox had her jaw deliberately cracked to make her face smaller, ear surgery to make them seem more elf-like, 6 ribs removed, and a variety of other odd treatments. Doctors have declined to do any further surgery on model Pixie Fox after performing 200 surgeries on her. Doctors who were instrumental
200
in the metamorphosis
surgeries.
have said they will no longer operate on her in order to assist her achieve her aim of being a living cartoon. The 28-year-old North Carolina native is another one who made an appearance on E's Botched. Surgeons Terry DeBrow and Paul Nassif determined enough was enough. Fox has had her jaw deliberately shattered to make her face smaller, ear surgery to make them seem more elf-like, 6 ribs removed, 4 boob jobs, lip injections and fat injections beneath the eyes, 2 liposuction operations, and brow and butt lifts, among other procedures. She's also undergone...
When she went to Dr. Nassif, he said like, if you have surgery, jawline and a lot of surgeries, like you can damage the nerves, and he pushed with his fingers on certain areas and she didn't feel anything. So these are the risks of surgery.
Eye surgery to modify the color of her eyes. I've undergone over 20 cosmetic surgery treatments in my quest to appear like a living cartoon since my previous visit. Dr. Nassif and Dr. DeBrow would never ever conduct these procedures on me, according to Fox. This time maybe they can try to open up and see a little bit of my vision of my life. She's also asked for a public eyelash transplant and a treatment that will transform her vagina into a baby flower. Number 4.
Baby flower.
Elvis. Jessica Alves is a Brazilian-British television personality who has had hundreds of cosmetic operations to change her look. Alves was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, on July 30th, 1983 to a Brazilian mother and a British father. Roosevelt Alves, her father, was from a family of European immigrants to Brazil in the 1940s. Initially, the family was in the agricultural industry, but they later moved into supermarkets, shopping malls, and real estate. Her grandpa used to buy her Barbie dolls when she was a kid, although Alves was
Simte natura latina acasă cu al mele. Al mele. Gustul de plin al naturii.
born male. She has always regarded herself to be feminine, playing with dolls and cross-dressing since she was a child. Since the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, she believes that gender should not be used to categorize individuals. Elvis had a hormone imbalance as an adolescent, with too much estrogen, causing breast tissue to expand. Police also commented on her other characteristics. Elvis has had a number of operations, including nose procedures.
And now he identifies as she and looks like a woman. I mean, he had a lot of surgeries before as a man, and now she had a lot of surgeries to look very feminine. I wonder if they will portray him as a female here. Not sure.
That resulted in her losing her sense of smell. Elvis has spent just
Thank you for the follow.
1,000 pounds on 103 cosmetic operations, including injections, with 51 of them being plastic surgery as of January 2018. Number 3, Scott Carrot Top Thompson. Scott Thompson, better known by his stage name Carrot Top, is an actor and stand-up comedian from the United States. The red-haired comic is no stranger to lists of gruesome cosmetic surgery procedures. According to celebrity cosmetic surgery blogger Anthony Yoon, MD, Thompson looks to have had a brow lift, as well as Botox injections, lip plumping, and laser peels, as seen by his apparent absence of freckles. Due to his unexpectedly muscular, veiny body, it's also been suggested that he utilizes steroids. Thompson was born in Rockledge, Florida on February 25th, 1965, and grew up in Cocoa, Florida. His father is a NASA engineer, and he is the youngest son of a NASA engineer. He attended Cocoa High School and was a member of the marching and concert bands. He received his diploma in 1983. A local swimming instructor gave him the moniker Carrot Top as a reference to his red hair, which would eventually become one of his trademarks. Number 1. Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace is a fashion designer, entrepreneur, socialite, and model
She
from
looks
Italy.
scary.
She is the younger sister of Gianni Versace, the creator of Versace luxury fashion house, which she received a piece of when her brother died in 1997.
Looks like a
Donatella
zombie.
Versace, the vice president of the high fashion house Versace, has had a series of surgery during the 1990s. Her most visible modifications, among other things, have been to her nose and lips, and her signature inflated smackers have landed her on practically every list of cosmetic surgery faux pas in recent years. Though there's no indication that Versace herself is dissatisfied with the changes. Would you have plastic surgery to become famous? Do you think people should be famous for
So,
how they look, or
Yeah, Michael Jackson wasn't in this video. Annoying guy, that Carrot Top. Yeah, I don't like Carrot Top. Let's see if I find other videos.